Hi everybody, it's Jake. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is kind of a continuation of some sorts with the other video I did all about my college admissions process and everything. I will link that video in the description in case you want to check that out. Kind of talk about what it was like applying and why I decided to go to Boston University, the school I am moving to in about 2 weeks or so. But today's video is going to be all about my shopping slash packing list. So I'm from the West Coast and I'm moving to the East Coast, so I'm not really bringing a whole lot with me. And so I've done a lot of research, tons of different sites, and I've kind of compiled a list here of a bunch of things that people have recommended that they either pack or bring. So this can either apply to you in two ways. If you are moving a far distance like I am, you should definitely think about buying these things once you move. Or if you're not moving as far, you should definitely bring these things or buy these things and bring them as you go. Hopefully this will help you out. It's not really dependent on or specific to this school that I'm going to, because I feel like most dorm rooms are all the same essentially. Some are probably nicer than others, but I think we can all greatly benefit from a bunch of these things, and hopefully this will help you. If I decide to, I will put together a list and I'll take that all in the description, so you don't have to write notes as you go watching this. You can just check out all those things down there, and hopefully this will help you out a little bit. So without any further ado, let's get started here. This list that I have is just totally random. Just a bunch of different things that I found, so there's no like order to anything of importance or whatever. Definitely get a foam mattress topper. That's the first one, because turns out a lot of dorm bedrooms aren't exactly super duper comfortable, so those mattresses probably are very similar to a piece of plywood. So definitely like a mattress topper will help you out a lot, because it'll make your bed feel a little bit more comfortable, hopefully. I'm just gonna start like listing more things. I have hangers, a fan, a trash can. I think that's something that a lot of people might overlook because you might think it's just provided, but I don't know, you might or might not have a trash can in your dorm room. I don't know. I have like on here like sheets and everything, but a lot of you probably know that. I included a rug just in case the carpet in your dorm isn't as nice as you would prefer. I also have a laundry basket because you're gonna need some way to get all those dirty clothes to the laundry room. Definitely invest in one of those hanging closet organizers, because there's probably not much space in your closet and you really want to utilize as much as you can. You know, you can think about everything hanging, but if you add kind of those levels that one of those hanging closet organizers add, I think that will really help you out. Definitely invest, I've heard this from a lot of people, you want to get one of those Brita water filters, because you'll probably only really have access to tap water. And I've heard that using the Brita filters makes it taste a whole lot more fresh and a lot more better tasting. So I would invest in one of those. I've heard, well, there's new like Brita filters that filter it as you pour the water. I think that's a better option than as you pour it like in, it filters. If that makes any sense at all. I think the newer version's better. So I'll probably end up getting one of those, and you probably should too. I am a huge lover of plants. I really like having plants in my room. It makes me feel really like at home. So I would definitely, once you move, find some sort of florist or place to buy plants, maybe like a hardware store. It doesn't have to be like a straight up tree in your room. It can just be anything from like a little succulent to a little plant. I think it adds a whole new dimension of like comfort. You are just like sardine into a giant building with a bunch of other people your age, so I think adding a little bit of outdoorsy kind of home vibe would really make you feel a lot more comfortable. I don't know, that's just me though. If you don't have a bathroom in your dorm, you probably want a shower caddy tote thing. I've seen a lot of different ones. Some are plastic, like some are mesh. I'm no expert yet. I haven't started school yet, so I'll probably end up making maybe a part like 2 to this as I really learn like what you actually need. This is just the research I've done. Having like a sort of caddy or holders would really, really help you out, because you're gonna have to be traveling to and from a bathroom if you share one with your floor. If you have a fridge in your room, I would invest in Tupperware or like those things that you do meal planning, because then if you have some sort of access to a kitchen, like maybe one day a week you can go cook like a simple meal, and then you can just keep it in that Tupperware and have it like in your fridge, and then that's like quick meals for the rest of the week. Kind of like meal prepping. I don't know how like much of the dining hall is gonna vary in like what they offer, but I think having meals for me to prep would kind of add diversity to my diet, but also make me feel a little bit more at home, because it's like what I'm used to eating, you know, like what I've baked or cooked once I'm back home. Having that I think would make me feel good, and it's also good to make sure you don't change your diet up too quickly. I think having those kind of things that your body is used to having is beneficial, especially as you transition to probably a more different diet as you're in college and you are broke and you are trying to figure out how to feed yourself. So anyway, that was a long explanation for Tupperware, but I think that's something that'll probably help me out a lot and you should probably consider too. You're probably not allowed to hang up a lot of things on the wall, so I would definitely get those command hooks, something like that, so in case you want to decorate the wall. I know I really want to put up like Christmas lights or something like that. I have a lot of pictures I want to hang up, and I have like a flag I want to hang up, and so if you're not really allowed to touch the wall or make any sort of holes or whatsoever, I think those command hooks are a great option. You'll have to look this one up if your school/dorm allows it, but bed risers I've heard also are really beneficial because it gives you extra storage space under your bed, and in those rooms it's really cramped, so you'll probably want as much storage space as you can get. I'm gonna list off a bunch of other things I have here. These aren't necessarily like big things you should get, but things I've just seen that you should probably invest in. An extension cord, because you don't really know where the outlets are, as well as one of those outlet things that are expanded, like you can plug into the wall but have a bunch of outlets on it, so you're not limited to like the 1 or 2 outlets that are in your room because you need to plug in a couple things. A lint brush for when you need to look nice. A lock, I don't know, you'll have to like lock up, but I feel like I always, whenever I need an actual lock, I don't have one, so it's probably good just to have one just in case. Hand sanitizer, because newsflash, you're sharing a small space with a bunch of other people, so you probably want to make sure you stay healthy and clean. Plastic plates, utensils, cups, because well, you're not really gonna have a place to do dishes. As unsustainable as this is, you'll probably just want a bunch of plastic plates that you can just throw away, or paper plates just so you can toss, because you'll want to eat in your dorm, but you don't want to have dishes, because then if you don't have a sink, you'll have to go to the bathroom. Like, that's just weird. This one, I've heard, I don't really know if I'm gonna use it or not. I've heard to get an iron or ironing board. I guess that's really dependent on what you're doing. To dress up maybe a couple times, or have to look nice a certain day of the week, or if you have to look nice every single day of the week, it's probably a good idea to have an iron, because your clothes will get wrinkled because they're all trying to fit in a small space, and I think it'll really help you look a little bit more professional. I found a couple things just on Amazon really cool, and they're like back to school, like off to college section of little just tiny blenders that are super duper simple. No idea like how well they work, but probably worth, I think they're like 20 bucks or something like that. I think they're probably worth the investment. Again, if I end up doing a part 2 of this video, I'll like link the things that I end up getting, let you know how they work. This is kind of just a before I figured everything out video, and so I'll be sure to let you know how everything goes. And then in addition, any sort of desk organizers, anything that you want to bring from home, cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, you know, all that stuff. But those hopefully were some things that you maybe didn't initially consider when thinking about what to pack or bring. I'll put like a master list in the description of everything I recommend. Don't know if I even hit everything in this video, but you should definitely keep searching YouTube and keep searching online just for lists of what people recommended, because the people who have probably been to college and have lived in a dorm probably know better than I do right now. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to me. I'm gonna be doing tons more videos. I really like these kind of talking ones. It's not usually what I post, but I'm probably gonna do more of them. If you have any questions, comments whatsoever, if you have any recommendations for me and anybody else who's watching this video, make sure you leave it down in the comments. We can all help each other out. And with that, I think this video is about done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll probably see you all real soon. Okay.